For years, plastics have been the subject of turmoil overpolluting our landfills and headlines. As plastics continue to aid in cost and development, furthering innovations for the betterment of society, the speedy impact of overproduction left us blindsided, leaving few alternatives as to how to dispose of or reuse plastics properly.
I believe we're in a growing plastic crisis. We've spent a lot of time building things without the idea of where they're going to go at the end. So the advantages of plastic being that they're extremely durable, and because it was so cheap, we made a lot of it. So the consumer needs to be educated in a way that can help us start to retain this really important natural resource.
Plastics are extremely important to our world. They have allowed this society to grow. They're in everything around us. If you just try to imagine our world without plastics, it would be a very different society.
Plastics surround all of our lives and have empowered us to build the world around us. Responsible for technology and safety advancements, it is crucial to find solutions that allow plastics to interact with our environment harmoniously.
Educating the consumer on sustainable packaging options has been a huge challenge for our industry. It's a daunting task when you're navigating the packaged food aisle and you're trying to not only choose a food that is good for your family, but at the same time making a responsible choice when it comes to packaging. And there's a lot of greenwashing that happens in the marketplace in terms of the messaging around what you can do with it to either potentially recycle it or repurpose it. And so the consumer makes a choice based on that information, and in reality, at the end of the day, that package ends up in a landfill.
Well, right now it's more important than anything to make sure that we find ways to get good raw stock, and that starts with how people throw away and dispose of goods. If we're not all working in the same direction, which is the elimination of plastic pollutants, then we won't be successful. It takes not one great solution, but a lot of small, solid decisions by our government, consumers, and manufacturers to be able to create products that won't have the end of life that could be so destructive as current plastic pollution that we're dealing with today.
It is imperative that our economy become less reliant on oil and gas and look to more sustainable alternatives and technologies. Food product packaging is essential to keeping food safe and reducing food waste. Companies like Portco Packaging are working to create a sustainable quality option, promising to do their part in creating a circular economy that allows us to retain plastics responsibly.
Portco progressed into sustainable products out of a need. So our roots are paper and paper converting. However, as we progressed into plastic-based packaging for food applications and for industrial and agricultural applications, we realized that obviously disposable is not good. So we are putting an emphasis on engineering packaging that will do the job that it's intended, but also fit with the circular economy and have less of an environmental impact.
A circular economy is fairly complicated in actual implementation, but the basic idea of a circular economy is developing and constructing goods that can then be collected, reused preferably, but eventually recycled and created into a new good. So Portco is working on technologies that still provide barrier and still provide printability, still provide a beautiful package that protects the product, but in the long term can then be collected and reused for a new material.
EarthGuard is Portco's new line of packaging, utilizing fully recyclable products, PCR solutions, and cutting-edge technology. Portco Packaging believes that by moving toward a greener, more sustainable way to package products, we will have less of an impact on the environment.
You know, EarthGuard is born out of recognition that we needed to be part of the solution. There's a PCR category, which packaging is made of post-consumer recycled content. We have a compostable category, which utilizes BPI certified compostable films. We have a recycle ready category, which utilizes how to recycle stored drop-off material. So here at Portco, we believe EarthGuard is the future.
What we do at Portco is important. We're making sure that food gets to the person that needs it. If we can provide that packaging in a way that allows for it to be used in another life, then what we're doing is we're creating a place and we're creating a world where we can all thrive together.
Pioneers never settle.